we had a lot of tight defense. For people that have forward aggression, I'm thinking the rotating defenses, really like just focusing on my checklist, starting with my head moving and getting in the game, going all the way down to the toes, but with the rotating defenses like Umpagata, like elasticos and Dorellos, trying to get the 1-inch dodge, spine deflections and blocks and rotating those. Doing like 2 of them and switching and seeing if they can catch them out if they're really aggressive with the offense. If they're not aggressive with the offense, then I might do like the toes, do tight openings, a little bit wider. When I do wider, I think wider footwork, not wider with my hands. And then also short strikes because I'm going to get closer. But I can go wider and have a bit of a wider gap in here as long as I go back to the tight again. Can't go to my ribs, it's going to go right up to my chin every time. And then the speeds. You can slow the speed, vary the speeds a little bit as well. If all of that doesn't work, then I think, okay, I did the rotating defenses, now I did the toes. I'm probably going to bounce back and forth between those, really focusing on the points at the start and really doing lots of Dorellos in like all ranges, offense or defense. And if that still doesn't work, then I think it's a lesson from the disparity. And I have to like completely open from out of range and sit on the edge of range and bait. But when I bait, it's not a bait and then coming up to something, because that makes you alert and want to keep the bubble between us. It's to invite you forward. Yeah. So what I learned from the disparity was that I had to keep it and keep moving. I don't have to drop it all the way down. But if I'm here, dropping this is enough, and then putting my head on the edge of range, and then moving off, but still being close. So it makes you want to follow and not bringing it up straight away. If I can do 2 or 3 dodges, I go elastico, Dorello, move, elastico, and then all of a sudden you commit to something, and then off that I can go back to like rotating defenses and come forward and get you or something. And otherwise it's a lot of the forward defensive pressure. It's hard to read with the Enganyos and timing. But today I'm going to try and mix it all a bit more together. Yeah. Instead of just tight defenses and doing the toes, I'm also going to mix in the disparity baiting. That's it. That was the lesson I picked up from last week. Yeah. How's your elbow? Not too bad?
Yeah, it's going down.
Nice, yeah. My back's still a little bit tired, but like not too bad. It's just annoying. Same with the tendons. They're half healed, but good enough.
Takes time.
Yeah.
Off, but it's
it felt a bit weird for me, and then I tweaked something, made me feel a little bit better. But it's still good.
Trying to put the pressure on, but not go too far.
Yeah, that's good. You're not doing too much pressure and you're not doing too much release. Like you're doing a pretty even balance of both.
Yeah. You're trying to take your space a bit.
Yeah.
But not just go crashing it.
It wasn't long enough for me to actually get a read on anything. Right. That only felt like a minute.
Yeah.
I got like 20% into my checklist then. So I still got like 80% more to check off before I can tell you anything. This is good, babe. Sorry.
I went back twice.
Yeah, you're stuck inside, so
Yeah, but I went back twice.
and I stepped with it as well.
Yeah.
I realised that the points on my star were too short.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing the right head movement with my hands aren't too bad. My posture was kind of shit at the beginning, which is making me feel bad. Once I fixed my posture, I felt a lot better with the movement. So I think I was too upright. Once I was more down here, my footwork started moving properly. And I was like, okay. But then I realised the points are too short. I was going in and out, but it's only little ones. So I do like a deeper step. Even if I'm not doing attacks, just to get bigger points on it. I haven't done the toes or the baiting yet. Yeah, just because I didn't have the footwork and the timing yet. I was still getting your measurement. I feel like I've just started to get the measurement, and it was mostly because of my posture that was messing with the range. Once I fix that, and then once I start stepping more, I feel more comfortable, then I'll start doing the toes. How are you feeling with it? Bit
I think somehow I've got to go wider with the footwork.
Yeah,
I think I'm doing...
You sped up a little bit in the middle,
Yeah.
like at the beginning, like right after we stopped talking last time, and I felt probably more uncomfortable and could read you a little bit less. I feel like you dropped back into my speed.
Right.
And I felt more comfortable again. So it still might be the 10-20% faster thing.
Righto.
I really noticed that I looked like my posture came up too much. Nearly every time my posture came up too much, it was off me staying with my head too in the middle whilst I'm moving. Even if I was moving like this, I was very square and stiff. And then after a while, I came up too much and I was still square and stiff, but my posture came up and up and up.
Right.
So it was when I kept like rolling out and like getting my head off the line, that's when my footwork and posture stayed at the right level. I had to really think about my head off the line, which ironically is like the first thing on my checklist.
Yeah, move.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah.
I haven't...
When I focused on all the stuff towards the end, I didn't realise that was falling off till I saw it on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realised I'm not seeing openings. Like,
I haven't baited or done anything.
but I haven't even got you to swing at me where I see something wide yet.
Yeah,
it's all
true.
been very narrow
Yeah.
and just, mismatched stuff.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
hasn't been anything like
Right, as I was saying, I'm like, I think us doing the small points on the feet have allowed us to just realign.
Yeah, we're just doing
realign,
this.
and everything just feels down the center line
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
Where if we did a bit wider, and we can go into the toes and start doing the wider footwork. But I'm thinking wider, bigger points on the star. And if I can make you turn and follow, I can exit out and then come back in, go this way or this way, and it brings me to the edge of your line. And if I want, I can keep coming in, or I can just stay here and then pick those off, or I can float back out and try to pull you forward. And then if I do pull you down the center line, then it's still me going out diagonal. Even if I make you come down, I need to roll out. And once again, it's a lot of my head going first.
I've got to work out how to do that, but also put pressure on you occasionally to push it back.
Yeah.
Because I start like that,
Yeah.
but then there's no pressure on you.
I feel like the little ones that you're doing add pressure.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you only do that, I figure out how to deal with the pressure. Where if you do the bigger ones and like the wider, it lulls me. And then when you switch back, then I get surprised.
I definitely
Where it's like when someone just goes fast.
Yeah.
The first few attacks are a bit startling, but then you just get used to it, and then everything's the same speed, and it's not that hard. So I'm like, you can lull me to slower, wider movements, and then switch back to the shorter ones. You should catch me out. It's good you're thinking about it though, because you're going, it's not just this, you're going, what's the switch, what's the change?
Yeah,
what can I do to make you change to give me what I want?
Yeah, because I used to start just going like this,
Yeah.
and you just stand there moving, going, what are you doing? Like,
Because I'm still a lot of time getting measurement and timing in my defense.
Yeah.
So then I use your long ones as a measurement stick and go, all right, that's John's range, and start changing my measurements and adjusting for setups, and then I use it against you.
exactly.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure.
So I might do it, but without the offense part as much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, step out, just step out. You can lower it. Sometimes it might be just pointing away. I haven't pointed away a lot because I didn't feel as comfortable, but now I'm feeling more comfortable with my footwork. I don't mind going from here to there and just pointing it off to the side. It's still quite high.
Yeah, it's high enough to go.
But now my hands and my head are actual targets. Where when it's like this, it's not. No. Yeah. Already seeing more than before. Yeah. Because you going wide is making me see holes, which is making me go for something. And then when you get off the line, you see the hole. So by you going wider and creating holes, it's created me to make holes, like mirroring you.
Alright,
it's good. In theory, I'm assuming that you're saying.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
Well, it's not on the chin.
Because I'm seeing more holes than you now as well.
Yeah.
Because then when I go for it, now you return, now you create a hole. But we're in motion, so it makes it semi-safe. Right. Safer than if we were stationary.
Trying to let you go past. Yeah, that's it. A little bit.
I know. But I was like, you know what?
I had to put pressure on.
Yeah, no, but already because we added the wider footwork.
Yeah.
Now I was going, alright, we're technically doing a bit of the toes now. Started trying to do a little bit faster, slower, then decided I'm going to leave the speed thing for later. Just keep going shorter and wider, and then added a bit of those baits from the it's the disparity baits.
Yeah.
They're annoying.
Oh no, it's not your stuff. It doesn't. I don't feel like.
And you're doing the right thing. I just used it to go. I wasn't actually waiting for you to go for the shot. I was waiting for you to focus on offense.
Yeah.
I was going, look, I'm here. I don't actually need you to go for it to create the opening. I'm not going. I'll wait for it to park and pass and good. I just wanted to make you stop moving so well. Stiffen up and look for the offense.
Yeah.
So that you, and I don't think you stiffened up too much, but it made your head and feet not move as much. Yeah. And you're on the middle a little bit more. And I went, alright, because I'm open, you're thinking of offensive counters. Yeah. Now I've made you think. I can maybe time it, and that's what happened. Because every time I've just gone for one of those shots before, you haven't been thinking and you've been present, so you've just moved off the line. It's just floated, and you just had good movement with it. If I can distract you for a second, and the opening is the distraction.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
I'm just not,
you're moving well, but we're switching things very quickly.
I'm not seeing it like I usually do. Like, it feels messy to me.
Yeah.
Like, normally I can think, oh yeah, it's going to come past and move in, but it's all this, it's all over the joint.
Yeah, I'm not committing to a lot of offense or throwing a lot of offense.
Yeah.
That was my goal for the last couple of months, was really reduce how much I was, because I felt I kept feeding. That's what you said you did last time when you got hit on the elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was the disparity, and you said you did a real one, and then just did a second lazy one, and I launched at you. But anyway, you get used to feeding sometimes. And that was my problem with a lot of the lower ranks. So I just started feeding stuff and started getting hurt. And it was like, I needed to get my head in the game more. And that main thing for me is I want them throwing like 2-3 times, maybe even more offense than myself. Gives me more opportunities. Okay. But it means I have to be willing to open myself. Because people go, oh yeah, like I want them to throw 3 times as much, but they won't be willing to come into range or open themselves in range. Yeah. And I go, well, why would they throw if you're not there? So I'm like, I have to take the risk to get the reward. Like, yeah, and it is risky. You can just launch at me or non-telegraphic me.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm only doing it for a couple, and then I'm just connecting and going back to my blocks and my normal movements. I'm not just gonna do 7 or 8 like open baits in a row, and I'm not gonna stop moving. I'm moving the whole time. I might slow the movement down to invite you more, but I'm still shifting my weight, even if I look stationary. I'm still on the balls of my feet, with my heels up, like shifting. Like I might look like I'm on the spot, but I'm ready to roll and move. But I'm really thinking about my head and my feet. I pause my hands a lot more. Yeah. But I'll say keep playing around with it.
Oh yeah.
Play around with like seeing if you can make me step forward. Because if you can make me follow you, maybe you're doing too much forward and I'm using it against you.
I don't think so. Because especially when I started going wider.
Yeah. We've only got like 20 minutes on each weapon today.
Okay.
I think we've got like 17, so we could do like another 1 or 2 on this thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe switch out. That's right. The lesson that you're working on isn't weapon dependent.
Oh no, I've got to do
it goes across all the weapons, so it's not like you won't be able to work on it still.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do machete next. The bolo is more similar to this. Ooh, that almost got me.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I've just worked out.
Yeah, I think you're stepping with your strikes more now. So I think you're coming to the edge and defensively moving right. But I think when you did your shots, you were going and not moving your feet. But I think now you're like stepping right. Doesn't mean you have to step towards me. No. Maybe if you're just stepping out, you can reach stuff. I mean, maybe before you couldn't.
Yeah, I wasn't in range.
Yeah. I think you're coming to the edge of it, which let me time you.
Yeah.
But yeah, offensively not. Which is also probably why I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dodge. Nice hand shot. So you're almost getting my head and neck now, and now you're getting my hand. Well, you weren't getting either before. Alright, 30 seconds. Scraped your face, but you got my arm.
Yeah, I was holding back. I did my elbows.
No, it's fair.
Alright, that's good.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
that adjustment in the end, I think it's just you stepping forward, right?
It was, but had hands high. I don't know, I moved better.
You maybe tightened it up. You seemed like you sped it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe the smaller feet were helping you. But I think the bigger ones were slower and more telegraphed. But it felt like you're shifting your weight more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll switch out to solo or spider, see if you can carry it through.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.